every stop.
Let's go!
It's time for Banter with the boys.
Welcome back to Banter with the Boys. Gridiron updates, week 5. Rob's back with us again, our co-host, as well as Jake, our in-house Ravens fan, if you will. Welcome back, Jake.
Yeah, I'd had to limp in here.
Had to limp it? Yeah, no, I hear you.
Licking those
I hear
wounds.
ya.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
We don't feel much better.
yeah, we're over here too.
I mean, if we're being real about it.
We had a competitive L though.
Yeah. Competitive L.
That's-
Yeah.
yeah. Better than how the Ravens
yours
showed
wasn't
up.
Really a competitive
No.
L. No. Rob, have a good week?
Yeah, fantasy wise, I did, but I'm in the Vikings game. Obviously, it was a little disappointing, but it was kind of fun actually getting up early and cooking some breakfast and watching. I actually watched it at the campground outside.
You
so
get to do that again this week. Maybe not at the campground, but you get to get up early again this week.
yeah, but I think weather's good. We could.
4 windows of football is
Good.
always a great Sunday.
Correct. There you go. There it is.
Exactly.
Kev behind the camera and everything, getting everything done for us as always. Without further ado, let's head right into our Week 4 game recaps, Kev.
Recap.
And the first game that we're going to talk about in our recaps is going to be that Ravens game. And I'm not even going to say anything else. We'll just let Jake take it from here. We'll interject where we need to. But Jake, what are your feelings today on that Ravens versus Chiefs game?
Having a couple of days to reflect on it.
Chiefs won, by the way, 37-20. Sorry.
Yeah. And it was really bigger than that. That last touchdown was really garbage time. So don't read too much into that.
So it was a 10-point loss versus 17-point loss.
Well, I mean, if you're into that kind of stuff.
So it wasn't as big as a blowout, is what you're saying.
It was
He's saying
it was
it was.
bigger than it suggested.
Okay,
No, Ravens are just too banged up on the defensive side of the ball.
for sure.
The news of Nambi Madubuike,
D-tackle, DN, right?
D-tackle, like their best defensive lineman, being put on IR, done for the year, potentially longer, depending on what other medical news comes out of that. So,
Golly.
you hate to see that kind of stuff happen to anybody.
Yep. And really hurts that run defense, which has been struggling already.
Yeah, want to get Kyle Van Noy healthy and back. And missing him. Roquan Smith got injured.
Van Noy hasn't played all year, right? Has he?
Van Noy, no, he hasn't.
Yeah.
Marlon Humphreys got injured, missed like half the game. Nate Wiggins. I mean, just the list goes on and on. That entire defense just got beat up.
And then the elephant in the room who got hurt.
Oh yeah, there was. We're trying to be optimistic
He's
about
day-to-day
that
right now.
Okay. Yes,
he's day-to-day right now, allegedly, with an alleged hamstring, yeah.
Right. Allegedly.
Okay.
Expecting to be out 2 to 3 weeks. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
I think it's wise. With Lamar, just like don't rush it. Don't bring it back.
Yep.
Cooper Rush isn't going to do anything for the Ravens, as we saw in the second half against
When
the
your
Chiefs.
play calling changes, right?
Yeah, the play calling changes. There's going to be. We were talking last week that there was going to be more of a focus on Derrick Henry running the ball, running angry. That didn't happen.
No, not in his 8 carries.
And they were effective carries too. And then again,
When you get
I think
behind.
they're like, "Oh, we're behind by 2 scores. Well, let's get away from our identity again."
But they also couldn't protect Lamar, it
No.
felt like, at all. I mean, I straight up saw, I don't know what running back it was. It wasn't Derrick Henry, though.
Probably Hill.
Maybe it was Hill. But just missed multiple blocks. I mean, dude. And it wasn't just him, though. It was the whole line. Miscommunication across the whole board. It's like multiple people being let through. It's like, what is going on?
Yeah.
So,
And hats off to Spagnuolo, running a very similar defensive scheme like the Lions did the week before. Really just being able to successfully pressure Lamar with 4, having that spy, and then a shell
It's on
zone.
tape now.
Yep.
You know, now you've seen 2 teams in a row do it to him. But it's always easier said than done, too.
You have to have the personnel to be able to accomplish that. I think one of the other talking points that's been happening is around Zach Orr, the defensive coordinator. There's a lot of Ravens fan talk about, it's like, hey, fire Orr, let's get rid of him. And I think it's too soon. there needs to be some changes to their defensive schemes and strategies. They're being very passive and not blitzing a lot, and I think they need to
step up their pressures.
Yeah, take a look at changing their entire scheme.
Yeah, I mean, on the other side of the ball, though, Mahomes played a really great game. That was probably by far his best game of the season. Xavier Worthy coming back and giving his dynamic abilities. Had a couple rushes, hit some passes, really opened up that offense. And Pat was on. He was on a heater that game. So
this is the first time in 2 years where he threw 4 touchdowns, more than 2.
So, yeah, that was on that side of the ball. And, they're coming off being the Super Bowl team. So the Chiefs, I mean, even their 2-2 record doesn't really reflect where they're at. But I think all still in the beginning of the year, we had them as a playoff team.
Yep.
So, I mean,
for sure. They're going to find a way in. That's just how Mahomes rolls. What was I just about to say? Real quick before we got to move on, unfortunately, already. Don't worry, Chiefs fans. We're probably going to be talking about you a little bit all year, of course.
Yes.
It's just always a little sprinkled in there. But I did want to make a mention. We must have a listener that kind of messaged into us. We're just going to call him Tim O.
Tim O.
Not to say last name, just in case he doesn't want to. I didn't even ask him to share this. Hopefully he's cool with it. I don't know. We'll probably get an angry message tomorrow. Oh, you know him?
I know him, yeah.
You know him? All right, cool. Perfect. But he said, this is September 24th, so a week ago today, he said Mahomes is going to get back on track once Rice, Worthy come back. Unfortunately, I think, meaning Tim, Kelsey is done after this year, slowing down and not focused. Really interesting. I mean, I could definitely see Kelsey being done after this year. He does look a little step back. I don't know if you saw my response to him, but I feel like even after he makes a play, he's not as excited and as vocal as he's been in the past. I don't know. And maybe he's just ramping up to that. And as they get to the playoffs, nobody believed in us type stuff. I don't know. But, but thanks, Tim. Thanks for messaging us that. He was right. Xavier Worthy came back.
Yeah.
Made a difference.
Yeah. Throw some comments.
So appreciate you, Tim. Yeah, absolutely. Throw us comments. We'll bring you on. Even if that means not everybody should have a podcast. You know what I mean?
Yes.
All right, let's move on to the next game here. Let's see. Tampa Bay playing the Eagles in Tampa Bay. Let me pull that.
Your Buccaneers.
Yeah, I did take the Eagles though. I thought I took the Bucs, but I actually went back and listened. I did take the Eagles.
Yeah, we all took the Eagles across the board. I think there was only one person that ended up taking the Buccaneers.
And the Bucs really tried to battle back into this game. They lost 31-25, by the way. Later in the game, but they seem to be a second half team anyway right now this season. So I'm curious to see if that changes at all as the season goes on. Can they play a full game? What do the Bucs look like if they actually play a full game of football? Right now they're 3-1, but their first loss coming to the defending Super Bowl champion. So what are the Bucs actually this season? So I'm curious to see them going forward. But
I mean, it was a good competitive game. I mean, obviously the Eagles came out and kind of dominated that first half. I did like their little fake tush push.
Twice they did it. They did 2 fake tush pushes, and honestly, it was awesome. The one to Barkley, and then there was one. Was that the Goddard? It was the Goddard shuttle pass thing right to the side. And
Goddard had 2 tutties that
especially when you're expecting the tush push.
Yeah. So, but it was a good game. But at the end of the game, Bucky Irvin coming out with an injury. I think we'll talk about injuries in there. So it's going to be a little Rashad White. So fantasy football,
Bucky's day-to-day right now.
Yeah, I know.
We'll see.
I'm just throwing out little tidbits here, a little information. Sure. So, but... And Buka with another tutty. He's having a possible rookie of the year right now.
He's your front
season
runner
right now for sure. So it was a good competitive game. Bucks fought back late, but they just got behind too much early. I think they'll be fine. Especially in that division. So
and the Eagles' defense just felt suffocating early on. I mean, you couldn't do anything. Anything you were trying to do didn't matter. Didn't matter who it was.
Yeah, when that front four gets going for the Eagles, and then that skill set on the backside flying around.
Well, the Buccaneers defense turned it around in the second half.
100%.
Shutting down Barkley and Hurts. Hurts went 0 for 8.
Yep, in the second,
And they only allowed 1 score, which was caused as a result of Bucky Irving's fumble in their territory. So they had a short field. And that entire drive was just all runs. So I think the Buccaneers had figured something out. But that goes to show you over the course of like a game when and where those turnovers happen, have more or less impact.
Oh, for
on
sure.
the course of the game.
Well,
So
and
because if Irving doesn't have that fumble, maybe the Buccaneers get 3 and
early on, if the Eagles don't block that punt for a touchdown, do they come out of the gate like that? Do they get that much of a lead early on?
Yep.
No, momentum's so real, man.
Oh, it totally is.
Shout out to the Bucs kicker McLaughlin kicking that 65-yarder. Holy crap!
Got him in fantasy.
when are we gonna,
There we go.
Appreciated that bonus.
when are we going to see that 70 happen? Any
It's
day now, right?
coming. It's coming.
It's getting so
gonna
close.
happen.
It's crazy to think that 50 was like the long,
It's
10, 15 years ago. Now 60 is the old
I've
50.
never seen a field goal that long, like in person. It's just crazy to think like dudes are kicking from over half the field away for 3 points.
What's
Are we
really
serious?
changed?
Maybe training over the years. I don't know. I don't know.
It's got to be. It's just crazy.
And you don't think it could change that much for
Yeah.
kicking, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't think, but I don't know. Newer technology, new ways to move your leg. I'm not sure.
It's like 10,
I'm
15
throwing stuff at the
yards.
wall
It's like a
and
new
seeing if it's-
driver.
If you kick field goals out there, let us know.
Yeah, right. Yeah, please. Actually,
Break this
that would be
down
cool.
for us.
Yeah, come on the show. Even.
Yeah.
Let us know. Mind of a kicker.
Yeah. Soccer counts.
Let's see. The only other note I had was I wasn't a huge fan of Jalen Hurts trying to lower his shoulder in the first quarter of Week 4.
Okay.
He's trying to get it in the end zone. I get it after that longer run on that first drive, or no, yeah, I think it was the first drive because they scored their first drive right after the punt. No.
Correct.
Yep.
But I think it was that drive where he tried to lower his shoulder and get in. I was like, maybe if it's like Week 16 and it's like you're on the line for a 1 seed and you can get that by,
So
but
what do
I
you
don't
want
know,
him to
Week
slide there? And speaking about slides,
or just
we
get
should
out
probably
of bounds.
take
or
that.
or just get out of bounds.
Just get out of
Just
bounds.
get out of bounds.
Because, we'll go to the Tua. I don't know if you guys saw the Tua late into the guy's shins,
Yeah.
and then they called a penalty.
Oh,
That's
did
why
they? I didn't see that one.
Oh, yeah, it was really
Bad.
bad. He was smiling. He was like, yep, got ya. Yeah, it was real
wasn't the
bad.
only Dolphin
That's why I think
smiling.
they should get rid of sliding in the NFL. Just once you get past the line of scrimmage, you're a runner.
Fair game.
Fair game.
Fair enough. Let's move on to the next game here. Eagles move to 4-0. Let's see. Next game. Rams versus the Colts. Rams getting the win 27-20 over the Colts. Another really
Battle.
competitive game. Yeah, battle. That's a good way to put this one. 100% in battle. How do you feel? How do you think Colts fans are feeling today about Daniel Jones? Still feeling pretty good?
I think they're feeling
He's
really,
fine.
really
I think
good.
he's fine.
Him and what's the offense head coach Steins?
I can't remember.
Head coach
The Colts.
Steichen. That's it. They've been matching up really well. Jones has been super effective. I mean, he had 2 picks. We talked about missing mistakes,
and arguably,
but it kept him in the game still.
And he would have been 2 tuds, 2 picks if
He had three
Donnie
tuds-
Mitchell
three tuds.
didn't frickin' drop the ball out the back. That's
You
crazy,
coach football,
man.
right?
That's crazy, man.
Like
That's
high school
crazy.
football.
Yeah.
What do you tell?
He's coach
What do you
over
tell
here.
your kids?
Well, funny enough, to be fair, just this past Monday we had a D tackle block the punt, pick up the ball, drag 3 guys 10 yards to return it for a touchdown, and rip his helmet off the field and was like just jacked up about it because he doesn't get to score touchdowns. You know what I mean? So
He
he's
didn't know
jacked
what he
up
was
about
doing.
it. Well, 15-yard flag, right? Obviously, you can't take your helmet off the field, right? So just a teaching moment for that situation, right? But something like that, hold on to it. I guarantee you he never does it again.
Right.
Guarantee you he doesn't try to switch hands because all he was doing was just trying to switch hands to hold the ball out, he wasn't even trying to me, it didn't feel like it was that crazy of a showboat. Wasn't doing anything crazy. But just that small motion, and you can just, his hand closed. I don't know, man. It just sucks. So the Colts were that close, though,
they
from this
were.
being a different game. So,
And then to lose on the long tutty at the end.
for real.
Yeah.
I just,
God.
And that's just, watching Bynum chase him down, too. I was like, wonder if that was Bynum's zone. Let him get deep there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Former Vike. But
He's a good dancer, though.
for sure. But the Rams are kind of like our blue collar team that we like to label them right now.
Yeah.
Still getting it done. 3-1.
Yeah.
Puka-
But as a Colts fan, I think you got to be back to the original question. You got to be happy where you're
I think
at.
you're fine.
Yeah.
I think
and
it's
then
fine.
if you're any
Who do they
team in
got
the
next week?
AFC South, you are no longer. You have to wake up. You
Yeah.
can't sleep
Oh,
on the Colts anymore.
100%.
I think even
100%.
anybody in the
Yeah.
AFC.
They got the Raiders next week at home in Indy. Not that. That's probably a win, right? We've seen crazy things already happen this season, so who knows? And then they got another home game right after that against the Cardinals. I mean, talk about 2 opportunities there to get 2 more wins before you got to play the Chargers in L.A.
Yep.
So and the Rams got the 49ers. I just saw Brock's out and Jennings for that game.
Yeah.
So sorry, we're getting into injuries and
No, we're
news,
good.
But
We're good.
yeah.
Do we talk about them at all? No, we don't actually.
Shout out to-
So Rams got 49ers.
And shout out to Puka Nakua. He's like Cooper Cup 2.0. I would not be surprised if he goes like wide receiver triple crown this year, like Cooper Cup did a couple
I'm
years
cool
ago.
with that. I got him in fantasy,
Okay.
so I'm all about what you're saying.
I mean, he's like 43 receptions,
I got
over
everyone.
500 yards already. So
Yeah, I was just looking at all those shoes leading the league right now. Right?
yeah, and receptions and yards.
Yeah.
But that's old Matthew Stafford getting him the ball too, you know, in the right spots. They've been
Who also went 375 for 3 touchdowns.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
still showing he's got it.
Still got
where,
it.
Where are we at, Kev? Sorry, I probably missed it. Are we good on this one? All right. Any parting thoughts? I mean, we kind of closed them out already.
Not quite
Both
the
got
2 tutty
interesting-
or 2 score prediction I had, so I'll take that on that one. Call myself out.
All right, sounds
Rams
good.
still won.
Don't worry.
That's right.
We'll update all of our Banter with the Boys standings here in our Week 5 preview and picks episode. So don't forget to check that out. Coming up yet.
Yeah, we got to figure out how much I'm beating you by.
You're not actually. That's the funny part. I thought you were. So anyway, Jaguars 49ers. Jaguars finally getting the dub 26-21 against a decent team.
I think you're joining the bandwagon now.
Shoot,
I'm feeling
man,
it. I'm feeling it. You got to roar.
Just because I've been talking about them all year and they finally beat a somewhat decent team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not scared of Brock Purdy that much. He still went 309, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, but I'm just there's something about Brock Purdy that I'm still a little iffy. Same with Trevor Lawrence, obviously. I don't know. Watching this game, I was like, is Brock Purdy worth all that money right now?
I thought he played a pretty good
what's the
game.
better option?
Actually,
I don't know,
One of
man.
those picks, hit McCaffrey in the hands, but
He's at least, what I like about Purdy is that he's mobile. He can still get out and extend the play a little bit.
he's just so calm in the pocket. Like that's the thing that surprised me when I was rewatching this game, and just how calm is. And your boy Trevor Lawrence came out and had a nice game.
Trevor Lawrence had a perfect, other than rushing, Trevor Lawrence had a perfect Jalen Hurts stat line.
Yep.
Just getting it done.
Yep.
Getting it done.
No
doing enough
turnovers.
to get it done. No turnovers. Yep. Protecting the ball.
And ETN has really came out and solidified. Like in fantasy, he was like a
Explosive.
20-ish. So that's where you can kind of judge how people feel like how their season's going to be. And right now he's probably top 5, I would say, in
it's nice.
fantasy.
He's
was
hitting
nice.
the hole hard right now.
Yeah,
Just
it's nice to see him
explosive.
bounce back because last year I think there were high expectations for him, and he just kind of fell flat. And it was like, well, where is he?
Yeah.
Like you were expecting him to continue to produce and get better, and then so him bouncing back this year is good and needed for the Jags.
What I also like seeing from the Jags offense too is Trevor being able to spread the ball around a little bit. He's not just staring down Brian Thomas right now.
Yeah.
He's spreading it around.
I mean, they threw I'd probably watch Brian Thomas Jr. run 5 out routes. He's just unguardable on an out route. They were just working that on him. It was just like play after play after play in the replay I was watching. So, but yeah, with Purdy being out, and then who else? Yeah, Jennings being out. No, actually
That's
not
right.
Benning. It's Pearsall.
Pearsall. Yeah.
Is.
I think Jennings is actually ruled out too.
Is he too?
He
Oh my
might be
God.
too. So, 49ers. I mean, at least it's early. They're 3-1. They can recover that. Jaguars, who they got coming up next? They got a nice 3-1 start. And they've played. I mean,
We're going to talk about them
they
later.
got the
even.
Chiefs.
Yeah, they got the Chiefs this week. Another test.
that.
Who are the Jaguars actually?
I agree. I think it would be kind of it.
I mean, that's where we're at. I know I've already said that for like 2 other teams. Like,
Yeah.
who are the Bucks, man?
Yeah.
Like, good job, buddy. Good job. You're doing a great job. But seriously, though, like, this is the point in the season where you start trending one way or the other.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of season are you going to have? 3-1 feels a lot better than the Ravens 1-3 right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I forgot.
No, that's all right. I mean, we might get into. Well, I might get into it later. I don't think the Ravens are out.
No,
of
not in
anything.
any way, shape, or form. Not even.
I predicted last week
What?
Ravens maybe not make the playoffs if they lose this game.
Okay, you're riding that.
Well, I don't know. Not with Lamar out for 2 to 3.
Potentially.
I've done the math. It's possible, but we're getting off topic.
Yeah,
true, true.
for sure.
But
Thanks,
actually,
Jake.
back to
Thanks
the
for getting us back on
Jaguars, I
topic.
wanted to bring up quick is
Real
like,
quick.
where's Travis Hunter at these days?
I've been thinking
like
the same
I need to
thing.
watch some videos of like because he's not obviously not going to big stat line on receiver, and then defensively, unless he gets
We had a
scored
couple
on, that's
decent
the only
catches
reason.
this game.
But not enough to
Good
be
contested catch, too. He
Yeah, I
came
saw
down
one in
with
that
it,
middle.
you know?
Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting. I need to dig on some YouTube videos and what's his PFAF rating. I haven't really
PFF,
heard much
yeah.
about him actually at all, other than a few catches here and there. But run blocking, though, I've heard is really well. Inside scoop.
Well, inside scoop.
Yeah.
Inside scoop.
He's-
Well,
Run blocking matters.
It does.
moving along here to our final game of our recaps.
Tough one.
Steelers getting the win 24-21 in Dublin over the Vikes. Vikes kind of coming alive at the end of the game. Not really enough, but battled back. Yep.
Competitive L.
Rob. Competitive L. Yeah, like we opened the show with. Yeah, competitive
take
L. Carson Wentz really standing in there, even though his O-line isn't doing anything, and they're also not very healthy ever. We haven't played a single snap with our starting offensive line coming into the season yet.
Yeah.
Not a single one.
And it looks like we probably won't.
Good chance we won't. Well,
Ever, yeah.
shoot. Ryan Kelly.
Where's O'Neal at?
O'Neal's done for what did I put in here? We're
know?
about to get into it. He's week to week right now.
And then Ryan Kelly.
Ryan Kelly with his second concussion. I mean, dude, that's a longer recovery
Yep.
time now, or at least it better be for his own personal sake,
Yeah.
And then really funny thing, Garrett Bradbury is like at PFF is like on pass blocking unreal right now. If you want,
I don't even
Vikings fans who really, really wanted to get rid of him ASAP.
How's Ezra Cleveland doing in
well, he's doing
Indianapolis?
well too.
Lower's better, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, they just got off slow. I'm gonna give Steelers, credit where credit's due. They really got after the Vikings. Yeah, they were missing some pieces, but
Boy, Kenneth Gainwell, what a day.
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, he was very shifty.
Bounce back, Kenneth Gainwell, nice.
So and then
He was bonehead player of the game, player of the week a couple times last year.
Oh
Unfortunately,
yeah, we
Do you
forgot
remember
about
that?
Bonehead.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
All right. Moving on.
I'm just
so.
saying.
But they came back a little competitive. They had a chance at the end to maybe get a field goal to tie it, to put overtime. Wasn't a great overall game, but we got Cleveland coming up.
Yeah,
you
for
know,
sure.
so that makes me feel. I know.
Well,
go ahead.
Sorry. I was just gonna say, thank God DK Metcalf feels a little bit like an anomaly because he on that touchdown play is just nobody we had other than maybe Harrison Smith felt like he could actually tackle the freaking guy. You know what I mean? He's just a monster. He's a beast.
He is a beast when he gets the ball.
So,
but he really hasn't done anything like this.
No,
is the
that was
first
a great
game he did it all.
No, that was a great game for him.
Yeah.
And really, it was just that one play, right?
Yeah.
It was that one big play, but that sucked.
Yeah. Because you take away the 80 yards, and then he's at 4 for 46.
Yeah.
Which is still part of the game. I mean, you're still involved. Plenty.
Yeah, I could very well see Pittsburgh continuing to.
I mean, that defense played
continuing to get DK the ball like that on short crossers, screens, get the ball in his hands and just let him run.
Yeah, I don't think he's a true number one, really. I think I think he's a solid 2. I mean, he 83, 46, and 20 was his yardage before this, So, I mean, it's early in the season, so maybe obviously Aaron and him are working out the kinks and trying to figure out how
they
the
haven't
best.
had that much time.
I agree.
Right.
So I'll give but give me 2 more weeks of this, and then I'll maybe hop on that bandwagon of DK as a true 1. But also, other than Gainwell, Johnson, I don't know. Is he really going to be? He doesn't really look as flashy as I thought he would as coming out of Iowa.
How long is Warren gone?
Oh, I think he's week to week. Not very long.
Because they could use him back.
But using Gainwell as your
week to week.
lead, and then having Jalen Warren come in as to spell on third downs like he had been historically, I think suits him best and that team.
So,
what about that Steelers defense? I mean, they played very well for most of the game. Yeah, they kind of started giving stuff away there at the end, but I mean, they didn't break fully. You know what I mean? So, Patrick Queen's just fun to watch for me. I love watching that guy play. And
whoever 41 was that caught Jordan.
Peyton Wilson.
Wilson?
Yeah, Peyton Wilson.
See the one that caught Addison from the back? I mean, that was a heck of an effort play. And that cost us another minute and 30 there off the clock. It could have
potentially cost at least a chance to, or at least an opportunity to have a chance to go to overtime.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean?
It took about a minute 30 off because we ended up running 2 more plays after that, if I believe, or 3 actually. Third one we got in.
Addison just looked gassed. I mean, and that's just, he hasn't been, you know what I mean? So, first game back.
I just give it an effort play by the defender, actually, you know.
I mean, it is, but you could tell Addison, he just looked gassed to me. He was slowing down.
He did. You know.
And it wasn't like slowing down because you're getting close to the end zone. It was slowing down because I don't think he had anything left at that moment in time.
But other than that, I was thinking about it on the way over here. I was like, in the coaching room, are they getting after him for blowing the assignment so bad that he was wide open, or is it an effort play at the end to save the touchdown?
Pretty much saved the touchdown potentially of the game.
Yeah,
exactly. Just shout out to Eric Wilson again for the Vikes. Another decent game for him. Showing up in absence of Blake Cashman. Really miss Van Ginkel though.
Yeah,
again,
you
do. We just need to get healthy, just like the Ravens.
For sure.
I mean, we're 2 weeks ahead of where you're at now.
Yeah, and you know what? 2-2 right now. It's all right. Season's not over by any means. The Lions are leading the division with 3 wins. Bears are right there though, also at 2-2. So I mean, the division's definitely up for grabs. The Packers
chip in a
look
chair.
Good. Chip in a chair. Rob says we got chip in a chair. Oh man. Well, gentlemen, that wraps our Week 4 game recaps. Jake, thanks for being here again this week and giving us your Ravens lowdown.
Thanks for having me, and thanks for having a parking spot up close so I could limp in here again.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
How did he have one up close? You and I took the front stop. Did you park in the driveway?
Yeah.
It might be in the house.
He's in the house.
You had to take the elevator down the stairs.
Yeah. Rob, of
Bottom
course.
floor, please.
Of course. Thanks for being here as always.
Welcome. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, well, I suppose. Yeah, it is what it is. Kev, getting everything done again
Thanks,
for
Kev.
us. He's the reason why you can hear us right now or see us maybe. I don't know. Wherever you listen to the banner, you know what I mean? Whether that's, let's see, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, or iHeartRadio. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in our next episode. Don't forget to check that out, our Tent Talk episode, where we go over injuries and news. And then obviously, don't forget our Week 5 preview and picks. We will see you in the next episode, I suppose, huh?
Bye.
Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe. Tune in next time for more Banter with the Boys.